Hello everyone, it's Max McAllister, back with another episode of Cycle with Max. Today we're going to teach you how to stand to climb. So this video is aimed at beginner to intermediate riders who want to learn how to get out of the saddle and do some standing climbing while they're on a hill. And so this is a skill that is an extremely valuable tool in your toolbox. If sitting in the saddle is kind of the only method you have to ride a bike, then you've got one tool, and when you get tired, you don't have any place else to draw from. And so learning to stand uses different muscles in a different way, and lets gravity get involved as you use your body weight to push down on the pedals, and you get your arms involved. And by doing that, you can rest your seated, I call them spinning muscles, right? So you rest your spinners. And so skilled cyclists can bounce back and forth between these two styles as one or the other groups of muscles get tired. So depending on if you happen to live someplace where you go on extended climbs of 5 miles and things like that, bouncing back and forth between two styles gives you a lot of chance to make it up a mountain quickly and without totally wearing out one set of muscles to the other. Now, some people say, oh, I've tried to stand up, I just can't do it. It's too hard and I'm not going to do it. That's literally the same as people who say, I can't clip in, I'm going to fall over when I stop. So whenever somebody says I can't do something on a bicycle, it's just because they haven't learned the skills and they haven't taken the time to learn that particular skill. So if somebody says I can't clip in, I can ride a bike, pedal the bike, steer the bike. I can stop the bike. I don't run into a wall or a car or float through an intersection. I can change gears when I come to a hill. I can turn the bike. And in fact, I can do all those things at the same time. But I just can't figure out how to take my foot and go like that and put it on the ground when I'm coming to a stop. It's ridiculous to suggest that you can't do that. How did you learn to do the other 9 things all at the same time? So standing the climb is no different. It's an acquired skill. You have to practice it. It's not going to feel natural at first. So one of the primary reasons is your butt sitting on the saddle is kind of your core anchor that holds everything together on the bike. As soon as you stand up from the saddle, the bike becomes loose and it can do anything it wants underneath you based on what your inputs are. So now you lose a feeling of connectivity from the bike. So that bothers some people. They don't like that. But it's an acquired skill and you'll learn to do it. So I want to break it into 3 steps, how to stand to climb. Step 1 is going to be get the swing. Step 2, get the rhythm, and step 3 is get the power. We're going to break this lesson into 3 parts so the videos aren't too long. First step, get in the swing. So getting the swing is swinging the bike, and you've seen cyclists, if you've never tried it on TV, when they stand to climb, they kind of look like they're dancing on the pedals, is the old saying in cycling. So you'll see the bike swing from side to side, and it can be very slow and methodic, or it can be very quick depending on the cyclist and his style and what he's up to. Now, so one thing that happens when you stand up, because you start using other muscle groups and get your whole top half of your body involved, your heart rate's going to go up. So this isn't a skill you want to employ at the last second when your heart rate's already at full red line in the max and you're about to keel over and die. You want to be certain to employ this before you get to that stage and use it in a manner that keeps your heart rate under control and find a speed and pace that doesn't blow your heart rate up. And I'm going to talk about that a bunch in the other videos, next 2 videos. But so the first skill I want you to get is the swinging of the bike. And we're going to do that in just the most exaggerated and silly and mechanical way possible. All right. So you don't even need a hill. You can do this on dead flat ground. A little bit of a rise is helpful if you have one, but you don't need to go up a hill for this, because what we want to do is I want you to put the bike in a very heavy gear, a gear you would never pedal, like really, really hard. And what you're going to do is the leg that you're going to push down, you're going to push down and tilt the bike away. And you're just going to drive it in a straight line, tilt it over like this. All right. So you'll pedal down and you'll just be riding along like this, standing up. Okay. So let me get more like this. Here you go. I've pushed down, I've pedaled, and I'm way over. Now you're gonna need to learn to go straight with your bike leaned over anyway, so you might as well do this. Just go straight. And then you're gonna go pedal down, and just coast, all right? And coast. Of course, you have to imagine me pedaling forward, not backward, but hey, I'm standing still, this is what you get. All right? And you go zzz, 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 zzz. All right? So swing the bike. That's step one. If you can't do that, you'll never be able to get any of it together. So practice that. Practice coasting straight and get that swing down. And we'll come back for part 2 in a minute. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share these videos with your friends if you like them. Thanks.